Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Hawks franchise. I haven't recorded in about a week or so, and it seemed pretty receptive you guys did to the offseason and the first few games of the franchise. And I don't think there was a lot of pushback on the trades that I made to seemingly improve this team, trading away DeJounte Murray, a couple good draft picks, and Donovan Clingan, Dalton Connect as well. So we've got a new look team. The team is very different between free agent signing Nick Claxton, the big trade, and the draft, of course. And this team currently, after adjusting the minutes and sticking Dalton Connect in the starting lineup, which is something that I was going to wait on, but at this point, I want to get his development moving along. And also in the comments, you guys were talking about anything bigger than 10-man rotation really does hamper your overall. Unfortunately, AJ Griffin is going to fall out of the starting spot. Jordan Hawkins is going to be more of our 6-man with Donovan Clingan and Tijan Salon both getting a good solid amount of minutes. I've kind of just after being away from the franchise a little bit, not to say given up on AJ Griffin and Kobe Buffkin, but I've kind of accepted that at the most they are just good role players, and we need to continue to develop the players that have super high ceilings. So with that being the case, hence the lineup change and whatnot. As we are going to be taking on Minnesota here, they are undefeated, and we lose by 11. It's going to be, a lot of simulating in this episode. That's kind of the way that this series has been, as we beat the Charlotte Hornets by 20 points. Good performance from the team overall, as Jalen Johnson had 32. But yeah, a lot of simulation just to see where this team is at, because we know that this year is not going to be our year still. We lose to them by 20 points. Tyrese Maxey had 31 and 13. And if we could end up being in the play-in, as we do a back-to-back with the Sixers and get destroyed, Trae Young does drop 41. I did also update some logos. Sixers logo, the Utah Jazz logo, just to give more of a contrast with the blue background, as take on the Heat now. We lose by 4. Currently 4-8. We pretty much are losing just about every game, as we lose to the Bucks there by 9 points. Now we take on the Raptors, who have been the bane of our existence. We beat them by 7 points. Scotty Barnes 18, 9, and 9. And Trae Young drops a 50 bomb. Dalton Connect still struggling in the starting lineup. Let's go ahead and look now at the overall points per game, with him being slotted in at the 2. Currently averaging 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 0 assists. And he has no upgrades as of right now, so we don't really have anything we can do about that. If we sort by XP, we can upgrade Jalen Johnson, so his mid-range going to get upgraded, his inside shooting, and his defense, so he's damn near maxed out at this point. Nick Claxton, good upgrade to the blocking, almost at 9.5 now. AJ Griffin, the mid-range, and some defense as well. And then lastly, Kobe Buffkin, inside shooting, playmaking, and defensive rebounding with his pretty good size overall. So I'm not going to adjust any of the lineup. I still like the way it looks. Maybe I will take 1 minute away from Dalton Connect and throw it towards AJ Griffin. Other than that, I'm just going to keep pushing through. And even though we're dropping 50 bombs, it's not enough. The Lakers beat us by 5. Austin Reeves outduels Trae Young. And Trae Young better not get too comfortable, because he might be playing for the Lakers before you know it. Let's go ahead and keep pushing through. On to game 20. We take down the Bucks by quite a bit. Now we are back to 8 and 12. 19 assists from Trae Young. So he's got the playmakers to get the ball to. I mean, think about as KD is balding and they beat us by 16 points. I mean, Trae Young has the ball to distribute to Jalen Johnson, Brandon Ingram, Nick Claxton, Jordan Hawkins. I think that he's going to be able to continue to average a ton of assists, as the Sacramento Kings are 2 games above 500 and make it 3. They knock us off. We are 6 games below 500, and now the Raptors, who are falling apart, knock us down. We have an injury to Jalen Johnson. It's nothing crazy, but it is currently looking like a sore hip day to day, which means his minutes are going to definitely be brought down slightly. Brandon Ingram will have to carry the workload. Even with the 4 players with 4.5-star potential, we still are the 30th best offense. So clearly this team is not ready to compete yet. Take on the Cavs, we lose by quite a bit. Take on the Spurs, we also lose. Just want to see how this team's going to perform by itself. And we've got multiple injuries now. So I thought that we would be able to mitigate some injuries. Now Jalen Johnson's out for even longer. Trae Young's also battling. Donovan Clingan was out. Can Dalton Connect get an upgrade? That's really what I'm waiting on. Dalton Connect needs an upgrade. We're going to go ahead and simulate here. We beat the Clippers at home. Finally an upgrade for the rookie, and we're going to go ahead and pump it into something good, something offensive oriented, so he can get more than, he's averaging 10 points and 0 assists, so we definitely need to upgrade his playmaking. He only has dunking and defensive rebounding. We'll go ahead and use defensive rebounding. We're not going to upgrade his free throw shooting. We're probably just going to continue to upgrade his three-pointer, and we'll hold on to the rest of the stuff. 10 points per game is not bad. Brandon Ingram, 23, 5, and 5. Jalen Johnson, who has been battling injury now for the majority of the season, 16, 6, and 2. Nick Claxton, 13, 9, and assists per game. Probably about 2 blocks per night if I had to assume. Yeah, close to it, close enough. And Trae Young averaging 31, 3, and 13. And we will continue to push through here. Probably going to hop into a game pretty soon. It's not going to be against the Rockets, but hopefully we knock them off, and we do by 11. Let's get this team fully back to full strength. Take on Boston. We beat Boston, who is not as dominant as you'd expect to see. There's not really a clear number one team. Dallas is 25 and 8. Minnesota's 24 and 9. Then everybody else has double-digit losses already. The Knicks could be a fun team to take on, but we're not in the Garden, so it's not as fun as we beat them. Jalen Johnson, 2 games left until he comes back. Take on the Mavericks. I think this could be the game we hop into. Jalen Johnson, again, struggling to stay healthy. That's fine. Trae Young is back. So I think we're actually going to hop into this matchup. We are 7 games below 500. Is this team a selling team? I don't know. We're gonna evaluate as time goes on. Currently, Trae Young 20 and 14. Luka 27, 8 and 6. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Gonna be on offense. Trae Young getting past Luka with the floater inside. It rolls in and out. I mean, maybe we should have looked to get more playmaking involved. Jalen Johnson stay in front of Luka Doncic. Good block. Oh, we got a good transition here. Brandon Ingram on the wing, shoots the 3, knock it down, rolls in and out. How does Luka get the rebound over Jalen Johnson and Trae Young? I mean, I know Trae Young's not very big, but I mean, you gotta position yourself better than that. 3 minutes even left on the clock. Nick Claxton puts the work on Derek Lively and dunks it, I think, on Luka Doncic's head. Jalen, do not help me. Down low. Just go ahead and stay there. Get the good block. Oh my God, we kind of got a little natural screen. Hit the 3. Down by 10 points even here. Good block by Brandon Ingram. We kind of baited that. Connect the rookie. Let's see what he's got on offense. Kick it out to Klingon. He cannot shoot that. He cannot shoot that. Get the screen. Nice job. Get inside. Get the floater up and in. Okay, I really want to get a bucket with him, but I feel like I'm going to have to force it. Klingon. Can I switch on to Klingon? I don't want to be on Trae Young. Nope. Luka's going to hit that. Luka never misses. God damn it. Put him to sleep. Put him to sleep. Oh, I got fouled. Hit the 3. Okay, that's fine. We should be good to hit 3 free throws if I just concentrate. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go. 10-point game with a minute and a half left. We need to stay aggressive. We need to continue to press, get the rebound maybe. That's the first things first. In transition, Brandon Ingram going coast to coast. Gets the foul and 1. Okay. Huge basket, very quick score. I think he did. Yes, he does. 7-point game with a minute 14. Please don't give the ball to Derek Lively. He's open underneath. He's open underneath. He makes the shot. Okay, that's fine. They go for 2s. We go for 3s. Nick Claxton had an open lane. No, it got picked. No, Jalen Johnson, switch on. Get a block. Kyrie's there. Connect. I didn't jump for it. I missed the fucking block button because I don't play with buttons on. Opacity's low. For your guys' sake, how do you miss a block? How are you not getting the rebound? Foul Kyrie. How do you miss a dunk is what I was trying to say, not a block. But Luka, it'd actually be a pretty good player to foul if we're going to send somebody to the line. Trae Young, bad pass. If he makes that, okay, game's over. I mean, how does that pass squeak through? I don't know. I mean, we definitely tried. I mean, we definitely, we're giving it our all. It wasn't enough. I mean, I expected nothing less as we take on the Celtics in TD Garden. You know what? I think we're actually going to hop into another game while we're kind of playing here. We'll live sim to the 4th quarter. I think before coming into the season, when I filmed last episode, I thought this is a team that has a chance to contend. Clearly it's not. It's just outmatched. It needs another year of development, and there's nothing wrong with that. The timeline is just, hey, it's just wait and see. Wait and see what we've got with our guys. We are fighting back. As Boston literally lost the lead, we were up by 5 points now. We were down by at least 12 or 14 early on. It's anyone's game here. Trae Young, ISOing at the top. Jalen Johnson trying to make... I'm being doubled here. Trae Young from deep. Knock it down, please. It's in and out. We have to box Tatum out. That's always an issue when it comes to free throws. There we go. Let's go ahead and draw something up here. Trae Young, you get the ball, and we will go ahead and call horns for somebody who can actually shoot the ball. How about that? Brandon Ingram, kick it to him. Oh my God, I fucking held it down. I missed. Not having the buttons on the screen is not that big of a deal. Oh my God, we got the press. Let's go. Thank God. I was going to say, just having the buttons off the screen, it makes it easier to see for you guys. And I actually typically play like this. Usually maybe I'll turn it on 25%. But when it comes to making timely plays, it is hard to see and know exactly where to press. as Trae Young in transition. Kick it out to Connect. You know what? I'm pulling up from 3. Connect. Can you knock it down? He does. The rookie comes up big. He's got 20 points. 4 for 7 from downtown. I like that. Happy he's starting right now, as he's going to give us a little bit of an edge from downtown. I think he's got a 6.5 3-pointer out of 10. Holy shit. Look at the block by Nick Claxton. That is a death threat to everybody sitting on the Celtics bench. And Jalen Johnson's down low too. We're forming a wall. How is that not a foul? I don't know. Luckily, we didn't get the foul called. The refs are just, they got some, Scott Foster's got some money on it. Jalen Johnson, the ball squeaks through, and Jalen Johnson gets a huge dunk. He is 1 rebound away from a double-double. And Connect playing some good defense on Derek White. Ball's going down low. It's Al Horford driving in. And Nick Claxton sends it back again. He says, get that shit out of here, young blood. You are too old to be putting that up. That is just not going to do it. They're passing the ball around a lot. Is it going to work? They're not calling any of this contact. They are letting the boys play. I mean, I pushed him all over. Trae Young, heat check? No, you know what? We got to be smart here. Let's go ahead and be smart. Utilize the clock to our advantage. Get inside. Trae Young, floater, up and in. There we go. Play smart. Don't let Derek White hit open threes. Why am I saving that? What an effort play. No, get the ball. I tried to pass it up the court to Trae Young. There was an open look, and the ball could not squeak through. You got to hold down the button in order to make that pass. I care about winning the game. What the fuck happened? I got the ball stolen, and then Trae Young, pushed him down. I hate when that happens. That is, one of the most annoying things. And now they've scored. Now it's a 5-point game. You get the ball picked, and then because the ball is not in your hand and you're acting as just a player without the ball, you push somebody over. Trae Young, Al Horford, not even close. The steps are just too slow. Trae Young only has 17 points, but I don't care what the score is if we have been able to hopefully knock these Celtics off, as it's a 4-point game now. Are they going to foul? It doesn't look like it. Can we just literally milk this clock out? I think we probably could. Trae Young trying to get open on the inbounds. I think he will, but he's still going to get fouled. Oh, no. Trae Young clutches up, and it goes 1 for 2. I mean, is that really clutching up? It is a 5-point game. Just don't let them hit any quick 3. And that's literally exactly what Okay, that's actually fine. That's actually fine. Derek White gets blocked. That's fine. 1.5 seconds left. We are going to knock off Boston, who is one of the best teams in the NBA. Typical of Boston. But we go into TD Garden. We get a 5-point win on the back of Trae Young. I don't even know if I'd say Trae Young really was the man there. I mean, we had a good even split of scoring on the bench and in the starters. Dalton Connect deserves to be talked about. 20 points in the starting role against a really dominant team, having to guard some good players. Jaylen Brown, Derek White. As we are still 7 games below 500, we beat the Bulls by 2. So now we're kind of getting on a little bit of a hot streak. We're getting a couple wins in a row. We take on the Nuggets now. If we can win this one, not even close. Take on the Pistons, beat them by 11. A few upgrades in the woodworks, taking on the Warriors, who are terrible right now. We lose to them. Day 42, taking on the Memphis Grizzlies, and this is going to be a huge matchup for us. We have a couple upgrades, so Nick Claxton going to upgrade his mid-range and upgrade his inside shooting. He is very close to being maxed out. Just one more upgrade to shooting, coupled to defense. Kobe Buffkin, let's go ahead and increase the floor stretching ability, increase the playmaking, and we'll get the defensive rebounding as high as it can go. And I think that's all of the upgrades for now. I am going to also remove Donovan Clingan's power forward minutes because in practicality, that didn't really work out. I would actually rather give them Nick Claxton, and we'll bump one of his minutes now. Actually, Jalen Johnson should be getting those minutes. I think it was because he was injured that we didn't give them to him, and now he gets those back. AJ Griffin going to lose a shooting guard minute, and it's going to go to Dalton Connect. So right now, got a 70-30 split with the bench and starters. I know this team is not going to be good. I know we are well below 500 at 17-23. We might be selling somebody off at the trade deadline. If we look at contracts, Brandon Ingram, clearly I want to bring him back. He is on a 1-year deal left. We are only 17 days away from the All-Star break at day 59. So I think we will probably hold this episode here. Not as much gameplay in this video. Hopefully that's okay with you guys. Just continuing to progress. We are, again, 6 games below 500. Dalton Connect playing pretty well in the starting lineup, especially as a rookie who was supposed to be good right away with a somewhat limited ceiling, but I think he can play well. I mean, he averaged over 20 points in college. So that is going to be it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like. Helps the video out a ton. And join the Discord down below if you want these rosters and if you want to chat with me about the franchise, any of the videos I make, or anything at all, really. Real sports, whatever it is. There's over 2,200 people in the Discord at this point. So shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.